All right, welcome back to the Explainer. Today, we're diving into something that's, well, absolutely fundamental if you're serious about MLOps and writing real production-level Python. We're going to talk about mastering linting, specifically with a tool called Ruff.
So let's talk about you. You're probably coming from a data science or analyst background, right? And you're looking to step up into a full-blown engineering role. You know how to build a model that works, no doubt. But here's the million-dollar question. Is the code you're writing actually ready for production?
Let's be real for a second. There is a massive, massive difference between code that works on your machine in a cozy Jupyter notebook and code that has to run flawlessly, day in and day out in a live production system. That gap, that's the Grand Canyon of MLOps, and it's where a ton of really promising projects fall apart.
So, what if you could have something looking over your shoulder, like an automated code reviewer, catching those little mistakes before they turn into huge headaches? Well, that's exactly what we're going to get into. Okay, so this automated assistant has a name. It's called software linting. It sounds kind of technical, but the idea is super simple. A linter is just a program that reads your source code and flags potential errors, bugs, or even just stylistic inconsistencies. And here's the key. It does all this without ever running the code. It's literally like having a senior engineer reviewing your work 24/7 who never gets tired and never needs a coffee break. Pretty cool, right? So why should you care? Why is this such a big deal on professional teams? Well, it's because it's like a silver bullet for a bunch of common problems. First, it enforces a consistent code quality. Think of it as making sure everyone follows the rules of the road, like Python's PEP 8 style guide. This makes the code way more readable for the whole team. And maybe most importantly, it catches bugs before they ever make it to production. That's huge. Plus, if you're joining a new team, it's an amazing way to get up to speed on their best practices, like instantly.
Okay, so linting is the what. Now let's talk about the how. We're going to meet the new king of Python linting, Ruff.
Yeah, this is Ruff, and I'm just going to say it. If you are starting any modern Python project, this is the linter you should be using. End of story. It's built in a language called Rust, which gives it one, let's call it a superpower. And that superpower is speed. It is just ridiculously, mind-blowingly fast. We're talking like up to 100 times faster than the old guard tools like Pylint. And look, this isn't just a nice to have. It's a total game changer for your workflow. It means you get feedback instantly, right as you're typing. No more waiting, no lag, just immediate answers. But wait, there's more. Ruff isn't just a one-trick pony. Its speed is amazing, but what makes it truly indispensable is that it's an all-in-one toolkit. It replaces a whole bunch of other tools you used to need. Pylint, PyFlakes, iSort, you name it, it's all in Ruff. Oh, and did I mention it can automatically fix a ton of the problems it finds? And with its official VS Code extension, all of this power is just right there in your editor. It's incredible. Okay, this all sounds great, but how do you actually use it? Let's get practical and look at the configuration. You know how on big projects you need everyone singing from the same hymn sheet? Well, Ruff makes that super easy. All the rules for your entire project live in one central place, a file called pyproject.toml. That's it. This one file ensures that every single person on your team is following the exact same set of rules. No more "it works on my machine" arguments about code style. But okay, what happens when you need to break a rule? Sometimes there's a good reason, right? Ruff has you covered. It's super simple. You just add a little comment to the end of that specific line of code. #no quality assurance. You can even tell it exactly which rule you're ignoring. It's a really clean, obvious way to handle those little exceptions to the rule. All right, let's clear something up really quickly because this trips a lot of people up. Linting is not the same as formatting. Think of it this way. A linter is like a proofreader for your code. It asks, is this code correct? Is it safe? Could this cause a bug? It's about the logic. A formatter, on the other hand, is like a designer. It asks, does this code look nice and consistent? It's all about the style, the spacing, the line breaks. Both are super important. And the cool thing is, Ruff can actually do both for you.
Okay, we've got the tool, we know how to configure it. Now for the most important part. Let's talk about mastering the actual workflow. This is where the magic happens.
So, a truly professional workflow is all about building layers of defense, a safety net for your code. Here's how it works. Step 1. You integrate it right into your editor, like with the VS Code extension, so you get that instant feedback while you type. Step 2. You automate it with something called a pre-commit hook. This means it runs every single time before you commit code, catching issues automatically. Step 3. You enforce it in your CI/CD pipeline. This is the big gatekeeper. It makes it impossible for bad code to even get merged. And finally, step 4, it becomes part of your team's culture. Passing the linter is just the price of admission for a code review. This frees up your human reviewers to focus on the actual logic, not on nitpicking your spacing.
Okay, let's pull back for a second and think about the big picture. What does all this mean for you as an engineer? Look, linting isn't a chore you have to get through. It's a mindset shift. It's the moment you start treating your code not just as a script that runs, but as a robust piece of engineering. This is the first real step you take on the path to writing production-ready code, code that your team and your customers can truly trust.
Mastering a linter is a huge step. It's you planting a flag and saying, I'm not just an analyst anymore, I'm an engineer. It lays the foundation for everything else you're going to build. So the real question is, what engineering practice will you master next?